In our last video, we wrapped up our eastbound transatlantic cruise, arriving in Lisbon, Portugal, aboard the Adventure of the Seas. This is a story of unexpected changes, human resilience, and the reality that sometimes the journey isn't just about where you go, but what you experience along the way.
We're not just going on one transatlantic cruise.
We're going on two.
First, we'll set sail from Port Canaveral, cross the Atlantic Ocean, and arrive in beautiful Lisbon, Portugal.
From there, we'll journey to Barcelona, hop aboard another cruise ship, and make our way back to Port Canaveral.
All of this in just 36 unforgettable days.
Starting at 7.
Oh, wow.
But this is for many the best we found in Lisbon.
Okay, we believe it. We believe you. This is the one that Anthony Bourdain came
Yes,
to.
it is. You can see on that wall.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him when he was here.
Oh, nice.
And I think he was seated right where you are.
Oh, how do you like that,
I
eh?
think it was that.
This table right here. Wow. Okay, well, that's us.
We can say that we have the
We sure can. That's it right there, Anthony Bourdain. Lisbon isn't a place, it's a feeling, a slow burn. A kind of city that doesn't beg for your attention, it just lets you come in, unraveling its charms. You must try the pasta de nata, because that's the law here. Lisbon is a city that lingers. In your bones, in your memory, it doesn't shout, it doesn't try too hard, and that's exactly why you'll never forget it. Who today? In the back streets of Alfama, the old soul of the city, the buildings lean in like they're sharing secrets. The laundry sways between the windows. And there's a smell of garlic and fried codfish from the tiny kitchens. Lisbon is a city built on hills. Real hills. The kind that make you question your life choices by the time you reach the top. But then you look out over the city, and it all makes sense. The originator. Is it warm?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good.
That is the best one.
In what was the deadliest flood-related disaster Spain has seen in decades, more than 200 killed.
We have no resources. Everything we have is thanks to the volunteers that are helping.
Our return home cruise was scheduled to depart on November 10th from Barcelona, which was about 2 weeks from the time we started getting the news of the flooding. Beginning on October 29th, an isolated low-pressure system unleashed unprecedented rainfall in the region. The town of Chiva, located in the Valencia region, experienced over 40 centimeters or nearly 16 inches of rain in just a few hours. Now that's more than their average rainfall and resulted in flash floods, turning streets into mud rivers and left entire communities devastated. We continued to follow the news about the flooding. With Valencia on our itinerary, we wondered if our plans would change. Sure enough, we received an update from Royal Caribbean. The email read,
Due to a delay in our current dry dock operations caused by adverse weather, Voyager of the Seas will be arriving in Barcelona 1 day later than we initially planned. As a result, we will now depart Barcelona on Monday, November 11th instead of Sunday, November 10th. Additionally, we will need to adjust our itinerary slightly due to the delay. We will now skip our visit to Valencia, Spain, and instead visit Palma de Mallorca on Tuesday, November 12th. The rest of our itinerary will remain unchanged.
Well, there would be more itinerary changes to come, but more on that later. With our flight to Barcelona already booked, we adjusted our plans and arranged to stay an extra night at the same hotel in Barcelona. Fortunately, Royal Caribbean covered the cost of that extra night.
On November 9th, we flew from Lisbon to Barcelona. With our embarkation delayed, we suddenly had an extra day to explore the city, which was a welcome opportunity to take in more of its charm.
We had visited Barcelona the year before and toured the breathtaking Sagrada Familia, but this time we chose to experience the city on foot. From the lively energy of La Ramblas to the markets and the waterfront and the beaches, every step reveals something new. One of the most memorable moments was later that evening when we stumbled upon a community gathering in front of the Cathedral of Barcelona. It was a scene filled with music, culture, and a true sense of connection in that incredible city. Sometimes the best moments are the ones you just don't plan. November 11th was Embarkment Day.
How much days for tour this?
It was 16, but it's now 15 days. We're going back to Florida, to Port Canaveral. We need luggage tags?
Yeah, follow me.
Good morning. Hello. Another beautiful day in Barcelona. And she's on the ship.
Hi, we had an incredible transatlantic trip over here to Barcelona. We stopped in Portugal for a few nights. We took the Adventure of the Sea, which was a beautiful ship. We're on a sister ship right now, Voyager of the Sea, getting ready to sail back home to Courtney, Andrew, Connor, Caleb, and Josh.
Sail away from Barcelona is always breathtaking, especially at sunset. We sailed directly beneath the flight path of planes landing at Barcelona airport, retracing the exact same approach that we had taken just days earlier on our flight from Lisbon. Our first stop was Palma. We had no excursions plans and we just explored the island on our own. With Valencia cancelled, we set sail to Cartagena.
On November 13th, we arrived in Cartagena, Spain, as planned. A port stop we'd been looking forward to for a very special reason.
We had arranged to meet up with some of our cousins from Northern Ireland and England who happened to be vacationing in the area at the same time.
Unfortunately, our family from England were staying in a region under heavy rain and flooding warnings, making travel unsafe.
Our Irish cousins were vacationing a bit closer and were able to meet up with us.
While we were disappointed that everyone couldn't join us, we completely understood.
We had a great time in Cartagena. But shortly after sail, we received yet another update in port cancellation. Due to severe flooding in Málaga, our stop there was cancelled, and instead it would be a sea day. The city of Málaga was hit hard by relentless storms, experiencing record-breaking rainfall that led to some flash flooding, property damage, and tragically, loss of life. At least 15 people lost their lives due to the flooding, and thousands were left homeless. One silver lining to this change in itinerary was the opportunity to sail through the Straits of Gibraltar during daylight hours. Typically, westbound transatlantic cruises pass through the straits at night after visiting Málaga. But this time, we had the chance to witness one of the most breathtaking sights of our journey. With the European coastline on our right and the African coastline on our left, seeing two continents so close together, separated by just 13 kilometers, was truly a highlight of our cruise.
If you're enjoying this video so far, we'd love to have you join us for more adventures. Just click on that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and by doing this, you won't miss any of our future videos as we share more of our cruise experiences and travel stories.
We were scheduled to arrive in Madeira, Portugal on November 16th. However, another Atlantic storm forced yet another change in our itinerary. The captain informed us that the stop to Madeira would be cancelled, and instead, we would head directly to Gran Canaria and dock there overnight. Madeira was a destination we were really looking forward to, and while we were disappointed, we understood the reasoning behind this change. While en route to Gran Canaria, our ship received a distress call. A sailboat was in trouble just off the coast of Morocco. The sailboat's mast and engine were damaged by the same storm that caused us to divert from Madeira. Our ship was able to respond, assisting in the rescue of 4 adults, 2 children, and a black lab from the disabled vessel. It is a dog on there.
Oh yeah, there's a dog too. Yeah.
Is there a baby?
Yeah, there was 2 little ones.
They already brought it over.
Yeah, there was a mom and 2 little ones and like a teenager. Yeah. And then these 2 and the dog.
Oh, that's true.
Instinct, yeah, right?
Hi, very good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Thor. As I mentioned earlier, we did stop the vessel because there was a sailboat that needed assistance. Their mast had broken off and they had engine failure. We tried helping them repairing the engine, however, we did not succeed. So now we have taken the entire crew on board and we'll take them. We will take them with us to the scenario. Other than ladies and gentlemen, we will proceed. So you're leaving with us.
Oh, that's gonna push it out. There we go. Now we're good.
Hydraulic.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't put a light on it though.
As cruise travelers, it's important to remember that ports of calls are never guaranteed. While it can be disappointing when a port is skipped, it's always done with safety in mind. Cruise lines will adjust itineraries based on weather, port conditions, or unseen circumstances. In this case, skipping Valencia, Málaga, and Madeira was necessary. And while we were disappointed, our thoughts were with those dealing with the true impact of this disaster.
As we reach the halfway point of our transatlantic journey, we arrive at the beautiful port of La Palmas in Gran Canaria. But there's still so much more to come. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video, where we'll continue sharing this incredible transatlantic adventure. See you soon. We are packing our suitcases, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for watching, and see you on our next adventure.